All and welcome back. It is soon to be Dr. aka edu_curlz here, also known as Nia. And I'm super excited to be back in front of y'all to talk a little bit about hair. I want to open and frame this with, I've gotten a lot of messages around like, Nia, what are you using in your hair now? Nia, are you trying things anymore? And I'm really not. You guys have heard me say this over the last 6 months that I've really gotten down to one line. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the hair things that I'm taking with me into 2024. I'll be clear about what I'm using, tools included, and I'm going to kind of frame that for us in the conversation today. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, if you're new here, welcome. If you are an old but faithful, welcome back. What up? Also, I'm really sorry if you see the football game in the background. I'm a sports girly, and so, yeah, that needs to be on, and I need to know what's happening. All right, let's dive in and let's get started. So this question has come up a lot with, in the new year especially, just you have a really great curl pattern, your hair's gotten so long, what are you doing? And I want to be clear that products do not 100% make the outcomes in your hair. And I say that because products can impact your hair if you are using products that do not work well for your hair based on your porosity, based on your density, less about your curl pattern because your curl pattern is not really about how your hair absorbs product, but definitely around your porosity. So if that is the case for you, and you are using products that don't work for your porosity and aren't good for your hair and have a bunch of chemical in it, you're going to have negative effects. If you're doing a lot of bleaching and straightening and damaging but not replenishing, and not that you can't have healthy hair with those things, but the more that you do that, the more you're actually destroying the protein bonds in your hair. And so that's really, really important to understand about your hair, okay? So products are only a piece of it. The other part of it is your routine. How diligent are you with your routine? I've talked to a lot of folks and they've been like me, I just can't deep condition every week. You're not gonna see the results you really wanna see. Hate to break it to you. If your hair needs to be replenished every week, you gotta do it. And I recognize that convenience and schedule and all of those things are a thing. And the conversation that I have with a lot of naturals is like, just like anything else, when you want something, it takes work. So you don't just show up in the gym and you're like, yep, I did one workout, dropped 40 pounds. You have to continually build routine. You then have to change your diet. You then have to, there's a lot of things that impact it, right? And so that is the same way with your hair. If you want to see the changes that you're looking for in your hair, you have to maintain a regimen. And it really needs to speak to what your hair needs. So as you guys can see right now, I'm deep conditioning. I'm actually took my hair out of twists. I had 2-strand twists in my hair for the last 6 days. 6 days? Yes, 6 days, 7 days. And I finally took them out today to deep condition. I'm gonna deep condition overnight because my hair typically doesn't go a full week without being washed and conditioned. And so when my hair is in twists is probably the only time that that's true. Actually, it is the only time that that's true, or if it's straightened, but I don't really do that. But it's the only time that's true. So my hair is really not used to not having a whole bunch of water through it, and not being cleaned and conditioned midweek. So we are gonna sleep overnight with this in here, and I know that this is something that my hair responds well to. I do it really when my hair needs a real pack of punch. And so that is what I'm doing right now. But that's a part of my regimen. I make sure that I deep condition every week. And I actually technically deep condition midweek as well, but it's a little bit different in time and how much time I actually have because it's the work week and I work out at 5 a.m. and all these other things. And so I just want to start with that framing going into this. Now let's get into the products because that's what really people want to know. Nia, what are you using? I am literally just using the Camille Rose line at this point. So I will start on a wash day with the Sweet Ginger Cleansing Rinse, which is their shampoo. It's an enlivening hair cleanser with natural notes of sweet ginger and lemon peel. I absolutely love this. It lifts buildup. It does great. It took me a few washes really to just get all the extra gunk out of my hair when I first started using this to kind of see the results and see my hair respond to it. Now that it's all that I've been using, I see it better. When I was flip-flopping between different shampoos, my hair actually wasn't responding as well to it. And so now we're like about 3 months in, and so my hair is like, yup, you Gucci, this is all we're gonna use. So that's the shampoo that I'm using. Then I will go in with one of my conditioners, my deep conditioners, either the Camille Rose Algae Renew, which is what's in my hair right now, or the Camille Rose Jansen's Moisture Max Conditioner. This I typically use midweek, and this I typically use on a Saturday, Sunday steam. And so I just want to make sure I'm clear about that. Sometimes I will do this on a Saturday, Sunday steam. It really is all about my hair and what it needs. Tomorrow, I will likely actually rinse this out and then do this and steam with this. Because my hair has been twisted all week and my hair's just not used to that, and so it needs a little bit more moisture and love. So those are the conditioners that I use. Then I hop out of the shower and I put in a concoction between my Camille Rose Honey Hydrate and my Curl Up Moisture Milk. I will say that with this step, you can do one without the other. I, in winter specifically, like them together, but if it's not winter, I can do this one or I can do this one. It really doesn't matter. I don't need both all the time, but winter specifically, like it's been Arctic blast freezing in Houston, and so it's really important that my hair just has a really good layer of moisture. But to be honest, either one of these work really well. You don't need to do both. All right. Then I finish with my Camille Rose Curl Maker. Always a go-to, always my styler. I don't really switch up. I don't switch up at all. I haven't used another styler in like 6 months, 5 or 6 months now, I think. But this is how I finish my hair. And what I've really learned about this product is the smaller this section that I actually apply this in, the better my hair comes out and the longer lasting. So tomorrow I am going to do a wash and go. I'm not going to put my hair back in twists, and I'll go in with my leave-ins and then my gel. All right. The last product that's just an honorable mention that I keep in here that I use as a pre-poo, I use as a deep conditioner with my deep conditioner, and I massage my scalp with before I shampoo is the Coco Nibs Honey Ultimate Strength Serum. This is really, really great. It smells absolutely phenomenal. It's one of my favorite oils, to the point where I've actually taken this because it's, you know, just oil, and put on my skin because I love it so much. But it's literally just some of the best oils: almond fruit, coconut oil, virgin seed, sesame oil, olive oil, macadamia oil, jojoba oil, shea butter, cocoa seed butter, honey, biotin. Like, y'all, it's phenomenal. Okay, and that's really it. That's all I use. I don't use nothing else, y'all. There is no other product in my hair regimen. What I will say is, now that my hair is a certain length, because my hair is about armpit length now, and you know what? I'll show you really quickly on camera. She has gotten so long, and I'll show you one side of my hair. I'll take it out the clip, but you see that? I don't want to put on my satin shirt, but she's stupid long, okay? Because of that, I have gone back to using hair tools, which are really controversial in the natural hair community, which I think is so interesting. But just given my length of hair, I needed to go back to tools. My hair has gotten super long. It's a lot harder to just monitor and use, and so obviously I have a lot of these like shower caps that I use to seal things in. This is my Turby Twist that I really just use to trap the heat, but also keep any of the product from like leaking out of my hair. I twist her up, I pull her back, and I keep her on, okay? But the tools that I use pretty much every day, satin scrunchies. If you don't have satin scrunchies, you need to get them. When I put my hair in a puff at night, it's in a satin scrunchie. When I have my twists in a hair tie, satin scrunchie. When I have my hair pulled up, satin scrunchie. I've actually gotten rid of most of my like individual scrunchies that used to be those like goody hair bands. I really only keep those for when I'm doing like specific styles, but most of the time I'm pulling a satin scrunchie. I'm not actually using those at all. And that was really, really important to my hair. The second thing is clips. Now that my hair is this length, I have to clip my hair off and work in sections. I used to be able to like do one half of my head, do the other half of my head, or like thug it out and not really have sections. I cannot do that anymore. And so clips are my best friend. The last thing that I will say that changed my life is this Tangled Teaser kind of like flat brush situation here. Love. Okay. My hair, after a week of wearing twists specifically, had shedding. I had like maybe this much hair that actually like came out of my head. But like I can't detangle perfectly with my fingers. This for me does a much better job at just detangling my whole head and making sure that each section and subsection is really detangled. And so that's what I love about this brush, is really just about making sure that my strands are detangled, that I'm not creating fairy knots and things like that, because my hair wraps itself in itself very often. So that's really it, y'all. We are staying true, tried and true to Camille Rose, unless something crazy happens with the brand, like they stop making something. I will be using Camille Rose. That is what I'm using. Don't ask me to try nothing. I'm not going to try it. I will demo styles for you guys and different things like that, but I'm not trying products anymore. I'm just not. It's what works for me. It's what I'm doing. It works really, really well. And I would rather not waste my money or my time trying a whole bunch of other things when I know that this works for me every single time. Okay? So that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have a curly girl who's like, I need to get back into my routine, I need to figure things out, send them this video, share, comment, subscribe. I absolutely love being able to be in dialogue with you all. So please, please, please still continue to watch and pour into it. And if you haven't checked out my other video, which should be coming up in either just came up or is coming up in the week after, haha, hint, hint. We're taking on a new adventure this year. So make sure you check out those videos as well, because those will also be dropping. And I'm super excited to launch that. So thanks so much, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.